Afternoon. Thank you for coming out and hearing some live music. I am Chris Chernahoy. Thank you. I am Chris Chernahoy, and this is the debut of a new adult group called St. Croix Sounds. So you are making history. In this wonderful time of challenges of 2020, the music has to go on. You've seen a lot of online opportunities. You've seen research about what's safe, what's not safe. And our group got together for just a couple rehearsals, but we need to make music. So you'll be able to hear us tonight. And then also we will have a number of these folks playing, I believe it's the second Sunday of December for a holiday grouping as well. So we're researching safety, being respectful, and we appreciate you being in the audience. So thank you again. Clap for yourselves, please. Secondly, the Daybreak Rotary Club is going to be here, and they're going to be asking you for your email address. We will not be selling it today. And so what we're doing with your email addresses is this is required by the City of Hudson, and we are respecting all of the rules that have been passed down to us by the CDC in St. Croix County, and that is that we must have email addresses for contact tracing. So that is the purpose of your email address. So please print clearly, and thank you to our lovely Daybreak Rotary volunteers. We've got a table in the back here. We've got a table here, and we have some people coming through. So please make sure that you shared that with us. The second announcement that I want to share is that we have this beautiful art gallery. It is a portable, mobile art gallery. And Heather Rutledge is up there for sure. She is the executive director of Outreach St. Croix, who serves as fiscal sponsors to people like me, organizations like this, organizations like the Three Rivers Concert Band, and many other things all across the valley. They promote reading groups, they promote the art, and please, during the concerts, feel free to go up and see her wonderful display. Thank you for that. Without further ado, this is My Country. That was American Patrol and featured Linda Ness on the trumpet. Linda has played in a number of groups her entire career, led jazz bands, swing bands down at the Caves, if she looks familiar, and she has performed across Europe with the Three Rivers Concert Band. Linda gets around. So Linda, thank you for that lovely music. Another delightful musician, actually they all are, but you'll only get to meet a few of them today, is Robert Bauer. Robert will be featured on What a Wonderful World. Our next selection features Dr. Jack Stamp as the guest conductor on a medley of tunes from the musical Chicago. One of the things that's been interesting is all of the musicals that you can now watch online, and there's often a cost, and I am so happy to pay that to listen to our musicians and to see what has happened in the past. And if you've missed any of them, a lot of them again are available on YouTube and again on various channels through Facebook. If you have trouble accessing any of these, give me a call. Give me a Facebook Messenger, because there's great stuff out there. And we must keep our creative people working, right? Amen to that. Dr. Jack Stamp is a prolific composer, and he is known worldwide. He has a artistic appointment with the Grimethorpe Brass Band in Europe. And without further ado, welcome this wonderful composer, conductor, and teacher, Jack Stamp.
So I see a lot of you out there with your hands over your eyes. You know, everybody, a lot of people have sunglasses. I'm not sorry that the sun's in your eyes. Because I was thinking, I'm going to be dressed all in black. The sun will warm us up. I want you to know, from the edge of that concrete to here is about 10 degrees difference. We're in shade and we're sitting on cold concrete. We would love to stare into the sun because they never watch the conductor anyway. But we really thank you for being here. You know, when you do something like this, I wasn't going to say this, but I'm going to say it because we're all friends now. When you do a concert like this, I mean, this is our first concert, and we didn't have a lot of advertisement, but word of mouth, Facebook, some posters up. You hope that there'll be more people listening than performing. Always, and clearly, you've done that. So again, as Chris said, applaud for yourselves. Thank you. I have a true confession, though. Chris said all these nice things about my compositional career, and I've been very lucky. But you know, what my bucket list thing is when I get to do these Zoom things now that, you know, we're social distancing, and students will say, what piece would you like to write that you've never written? And I said, a musical. I've always wanted to write a musical because I cut my teeth as a player when I was in high school playing what we called back then summer stock. You know, while all kids were working hard in their summer jobs, I was playing drums. And I realized then that this is a pretty good way to make a living, playing music. So we're going to go on with a collection of tunes that are uniquely American because they are jazz tunes. And this is an arrangement by Sammy Nestico. Now, Sammy Nestico, one of the great arrangers, was an arranger with the Marine Band. And Sammy's still alive. I believe he's in his early 90s and still writing music. You're going to hear Night in Tunisia, St. Louis Blues, It Don't Mean a Thing If It Ain't Got That Swing, and Birdland. I hope you enjoy this salute to American jazz.
Our next piece was found in a bin outside of a music store in Germany when Gary was out shopping one day. It is called Launische Tuba by Kurt Rayfield. That's where we find things. We listen, we dig, we pick up, and away we go. It's become a hallmark, a feature for our wonderful Dr. Gary Bird. Dr. Gary Bird, little cheer for Gary. Gary graduated, grew up in Boyceville, wasn't it? Boyceville, Wisconsin. We know where Boyceville is. Then he attended the University of Wisconsin, River Falls. And he graduated from the University of Wisconsin, River Falls, taught for a short bit in Hastings, moved on and got his doctorate degree, studied at Indiana University. And then he became a professor of tuba at Indiana University of Pennsylvania. That's always, people look at you like, what? Yeah, it's outside of Pittsburgh, Indiana University of Pennsylvania, where he had an illustrious career. One day he called me, I didn't know Gary Bird at the time, and said, say I'm doing a retirement recital, can I come play it at River Falls? I said, absolutely. He goes, you know Jack Stamp, and so do I, and we're friends. I said, all right, then you pass. Fine. And so Gary came, and ironically, we had a fantastic, no, not ironically, we had a fantastic time, but ironically, he went out looking for houses on the internet and ended up finding a beautiful place down in Spring Valley, moved back here, and we jumped on this and grabbed him at the University of Wisconsin River Falls. And he has been leading one of the community bands. He has taught tuba lessons. And all around, I would say that we have done a lot of great music making together. We had a premiere this spring that's out on YouTube of Greg Fritz's piece that he wrote, and it was called... I believe it's Variations on a Canary in Him is one of the pieces we've done. So thank you very much. So Greg Fritz is another good friend, and that's how the music world goes. We are blessed to feature Dr. Gary Bird in a Launische Tuba. I'd like to welcome back to the podium Dr. Jack Stamp with Colonel Bogey.
You know, I have to say something, sorry. There's a lot made of Gary Bird, just playing. And I have to say he's one of the finest musicians I have ever met in my entire life. And I have known him longer than anyone on this stage except that guy. Dick Miller, oh, they were classmates at River Falls. Isn't that cool? But I've known him for 48 years. He was my teacher, then my colleague, and became my friend. And not enough was made of the piece of music. I just want you to think a minute, just reflect a minute. Where do you go to find a piece to solo for tuba? You have to go to a foreign country, look in a discarded bargain bin at a music store, rifle through it, even the rats wouldn't take it, and there you find a solo tuba piece. I think it says a lot about the tuba. Just wanted to bring that to your attention. This is Kenneth Alford's Colonel Bogey March.
Our next selection, Harlem Nocturne, again featuring Robert Bauer. We'd like to thank you for coming out on this beautiful, beautiful October day. And I'd like to make mention of the river that is right behind us, the St. Croix River. We should have had a lot of celebrations this summer, not only the 50th anniversary of the Scenic River, the Wild Scenic River Act, and we had great things planned. And we have Riverfest in the summer where we collect trash and do a variety of things and also celebrate our lovely, lovely river. But Senator Gaylord Nelson really did us a favor when he put this act into a wonderful covenant for us so that we can preserve nature around us. And I'd like to thank Judy Freund for all the things that she and her team do to sustain Hudson, experience Hudson, promote Hudson, and she also is part of the Rotary group that's hosting us today. Can we give her a round of applause? And again, Heather Rutledge with Art Reach and Beauty that surrounds our valley. Thank you. And now I'd like to invite you to join us in singing, dancing, moving, or whatever makes you feel great as we end our program today with the beer barrel polka. By the way, you know that we think that that's a Wisconsin thing because of all the stuff that we do with our athletic teams and all, but it really is a Czech heritage piece. And we celebrate that. We've taken our band there as well. So we hope to celebrate music with you. And again, thanks for being our audience and sharing in this beautiful day. Beer Barrel Polka.